Stephen King, a name synonymous with suspense, horror, and prolific storytelling, has shared invaluable insights on the craft of writing. King's approach is rooted in simplicity, discipline, and authenticity, values that all writers, regardless of genre, can apply to their own work. King's techniques go beyond just writing well. They focus on how to tap into the heart of storytelling to keep readers hooked from the first page to the last. In this video, we'll dive into King's top 10 writing techniques and explore how you can use them to elevate your craft. 1. Write every day. Consistency is key. One of King's most famous pieces of advice is simple: write every day, no exceptions. Writing consistently helps to build the creative muscle, develop a routine, and maintain a steady flow of ideas. For King, writing is not a task to do when you feel inspired, it's a commitment. Daily writing offers benefits beyond building discipline. It keeps you immersed in the story. The more frequently you write, the more natural it feels to slip back into your character's world. It reduces the intimidation factor. By writing a little each day, you avoid the pressure of tackling large chunks of work all at once. It keeps ideas fresh. Your subconscious mind works on your story even when you're not actively writing, making it easier to pick up where you left off. Tips for building a daily writing habit. Start with a manageable word count goal. For beginners, this might be 300 words a day. For more seasoned writers, King suggests around 1,000 to 2,000 words. Choose a specific time and place for writing. A consistent environment can help train your mind to get into the writing mode. Treat it like a non-negotiable appointment. If life gets busy, even a 15-minute writing session is better than none.
Hi and welcome in our channel Alive Inc. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe for our future videos, and thank you very much in advance.
2. Tell the truth. Write honestly. In On Writing, King emphasizes that storytelling should feel authentic and honest. He doesn't mean factual honesty, but rather an emotional truth that resonates with readers. Writing honestly means embracing the gritty, uncomfortable, and often flawed aspects of humanity. King's characters are relatable because they're not idealized heroes, they're people with weaknesses, fears, and doubts. To make your writing feel truthful, channel real emotions. Draw from your own experiences to create believable reactions and emotions. Avoid cliches and stereotypes. Readers appreciate characters and situations that feel unique, not cookie-cutter. Be honest about character flaws. Let your characters make mistakes and face consequences. It makes them more human. Authenticity is what draws readers in and keeps them connected to the story. Even in genres like fantasy or horror, it's the emotional authenticity that makes a story feel real. 3. Read a lot. Learn from other writers. King is an avid reader and sees reading as an essential part of a writer's life. Reading exposes you to new ideas, different writing styles, and techniques you can adapt to your own work. King famously said, "If you don't have time to read, you don't have the time or the tools to write." Benefits of reading as a writer: develops vocabulary and style. Exposure to various writing styles can help you find and refine your own voice. Inspires new ideas. Reading can spark ideas for plots, characters, or settings. Shows you what works and what doesn't. By analyzing the work of others, you can avoid common mistakes and recognize effective techniques. Ways to incorporate more reading into your routine. Keep a reading log and make notes on what you like and dislike about each book. Challenge yourself to read genres outside of your comfort zone to broaden your perspective. Study the structure of books you enjoy, how they're paced, how characters are developed, and how themes are introduced. 4. Don't overthink the plot. King famously describes himself as a pantser, meaning he writes without an extensive plot outline. Instead of meticulously planning every detail, he starts with a concept, character, or setting, and lets the story unfold naturally. This approach can lead to organic, unpredictable plot twists that even surprise the author. Why writing organically can work. It allows room for creativity. If you have a rigid outline, you might miss opportunities for unexpected but powerful plot developments. It keeps you engaged as a writer. When you don't know exactly what's going to happen, writing becomes an exploration. It makes characters feel more authentic. Instead of forcing them into a pre-planned plot, they can grow and react naturally to situations. If you're new to pantsing, start with a broad outline. Define the main conflict and general resolution, but leave the middle section flexible. Use character motivations as a guide. Let their goals and challenges shape the plot. Don't be afraid to change direction if the story naturally pulls you another way. 5. Cut the clutter, be concise. King is a master of concise, impactful writing. In his words, Kill your darlings, eliminate any unnecessary words, phrases, or scenes, even if you're particularly fond of them. Writing with brevity ensures that every sentence serves the story's purpose. Why concise writing works? It respects the reader's time. Modern readers often appreciate directness over lengthy descriptions. It makes each word powerful. When you remove clutter, each sentence carries more weight. It enhances pacing, especially in thrillers and horror. Concise writing can heighten tension and keep readers on the edge of their seats. How to practice cutting clutter. After writing a draft, go through each paragraph and ask, is this necessary? Does it advance the plot or character development? Avoid adverbs as much as possible, opt for stronger verbs instead. Look for repetitive phrases or redundant sentences, and simplify them. 6. Build real characters, make them relatable. King's characters feel real because they're grounded in reality, even if they're in extraordinary situations. Rather than creating heroes or villains, he builds characters who are complex, flawed, and motivated by relatable desires. Tips for creating compelling characters. Give them strengths and weaknesses. Readers connect with characters who feel human, not perfect. Establish clear motivations. Understand what drives each character, from the protagonist to the minor roles. Let them evolve. Characters should grow, regress, or adapt in response to the plot. By allowing his characters to drive the plot, King creates stories where readers become invested in the outcome not because of the events themselves, but because they care about the people involved. 7. Immerse your reader, use strong imagery and details. King uses vivid descriptions and sensory details to bring his stories to life. His goal isn't to overwhelm readers with endless detail, but to make them feel like they're part of the story. He uses descriptions sparingly yet effectively, ensuring readers feel immersed in the scene without feeling bogged down by excessive information. Ways to create immersive writing. Use sensory details sparingly to create atmosphere. Let readers hear, see, and feel the scene. Focus on meaningful details that reveal something about the setting, character, or mood. Use metaphors and similes to make descriptions vivid but avoid cliches. When crafting immersive scenes, ask yourself, what can I add to make the reader feel they are in this moment? Focus on elements that make the setting and characters pop off the page. 8. Get comfortable with revision. Revision is an essential part of the writing process. King typically lets his first draft sit for a few weeks before revisiting it, allowing him to approach it with fresh eyes. Revising allows writers to identify plot holes, tighten prose, and deepen character development. Effective revision strategies. Start with big picture changes, like structure or pacing, before moving to smaller details. Be honest with yourself. If a scene doesn't serve the story, cut it. Read your work aloud to catch awkward phrasing or rhythm issues. A good revision process can transform a rough draft into a polished story that resonates with readers. 9. Write for yourself first. King encourages writers to start by writing for themselves, focusing on telling a story that excites them before considering the audience's reaction. Writing with passion and authenticity often results in a more compelling story. How to apply this mindset? Write stories that you would enjoy reading. Don't try to please everyone. Focus on creating something meaningful to you. After your first draft, consider feedback for refining your work, but don't compromise your original vision. 10. Stay persistent. Don't give up. King's journey to success wasn't without setbacks. He faced numerous rejections but continued writing. He encourages other writers to keep pushing through, as rejection is part of the process. Staying motivated in the face of rejection. Remind yourself that even best-selling authors faced rejection early in their careers. Keep a positive mindset and focus on growth rather than immediate success. Celebrate small wins, like finishing a draft or learning a new writing technique. Conclusion. Stephen King's writing techniques serve as a timeless guide for writers looking to hone their craft. By writing consistently, embracing authenticity, cutting out unnecessary clutter, and remaining persistent, you can develop a style that resonates with readers. His techniques aren't just for horror writers. They're universal principles that can transform any writer's approach to storytelling. So, grab your pen, apply these principles, and see how they bring your writing to life. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you all in the next video.